What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here, and today I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to take my test bench and my 2x3060 rig and switch them over to Ethermine. If you guys follow Red Panda Mining at all, he put out a tweet on March 7th saying we should switch all of our mining hash power over to Ethermine for 51 hours, and it caught a lot of publicity. There's a lot going on around it. So today I'm going to put them off, I'm going to take them off of nicehash. Odds are I'm probably going to leave them on there. I'm not going to take them off after the 51 hours because I do want to mine straight Ethereum. So I'm going to take them off. I'm going to program them. I'm going to start the miners and we'll remote in. I'll show you guys them on the Ethermine pool. So we'll go inside the computer. I'll show you the tweet that he put out and then we'll remote into my rigs and I'll show you guys them mining on Ethermine. So this is the tweet that Red Panda put out. It says, for educational purposes, on April 1st, we'll switch all of our rigs over to Ethermine for 51 hours. Now, I know at the time of shooting this video, it's a little bit before April 1st. So it's the day before, as you can see down here. But we'll definitely go on there and change them over. And this is just like an article that they put out on Crypto News. It obviously caught a lot of headway. Trying to say that miners were just trying to prove a point here, but the number 51 is significant to cryptocurrencies given that control 51% of hash power results in controlling the network, saying that we're just trying to move it over, but I'll do it just to help support the cause. So we'll go into my rig here. This is my test bench. So, or no, this is my 2x3060 rig. You can see it's hashing at roughly 94 to 95 megahash a second. So we'll close out of here and I'll use phoenixminer because I have it set up already. I'll go down here and launch the miner and I'll let this hash away. And one, I want to make sure that both cards don't get limited at all, because we know with the 3060s, you can see I'm using the 4070.05 driver. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the 47 to 48 megahash a second per GPU. Now I might actually get a little bit more, I don't know. As you can see, I hit 93, so I may have to tweak a little bit. As long as I don't drop a bunch like it should, but it looks like it's going to hold 46. I got one accepted share at 47 and 46. So a T-Rex, obviously on nicehash, gave me a little bit more hash power. Maybe I'll set up a T-Rex miner later, but right now I just want to get onto the network, and this one was set already because I used phoenixminer in the past. So now what I want to do is go over to, since I can see that this is going to hold pretty well where it's at. I'm also remoted in, which doesn't help my hash rate. It actually usually lowers it a little bit, but I'm getting 92 megahash a second. So I'm going to disconnect from this one and then go over to my other rig. So now I'm on my test bench. So this is my test bench. This is on nicehash. Also currently, I'm going to take this off, but you can see I'm getting 99 megahash a second on my 3080 and 28 megahash a second on my 1070. And this is on excavator. So I'm hoping I don't lose any hash rate here when I switch over, because I'm going to use phoenixminer on this also. I do have Gminer set up. But I just like phoenixminer for some reason, even though there's a lot of issues with it before. But like I said, I might set up T-Rex, because I know it's a little bit better for NVIDIA cards. I might do that off camera a little later. But for now, I'm going to get them onto the Ethermine pool. And then I also want to make sure that it's set up. So it looks like my 3080 built a DAG already. I'm waiting for my, and there it is. My 2070 and 3080 are back. I'm 99 megahash a second, 28. So I didn't really lose any megahash there. So that one's running just as good. And you can see on my 3080, I'm right at 92C on the memory. It is a little warm in my office, and I obviously shut the fan off. That is in my office in the window that was open behind me in the intro. I have that open usually with a fan on, pulling fresh air in from outside. Right now it's off because I don't want the background noise. You can see this rig's been running for 199 hours since I put my 3080 on it. Now, if you watched my previous video, you saw that I have a 20 or 3070 that I just picked up. I will be getting that onto a rig. I'm waiting on another riser to show up. I ordered some from GPU risers, and I'll get them on get that on Hive OS mining there. But for now, I just wanted to get my test bench and my 3060 PC build onto Ethermine just for April 1st in the next foreseeable future. But like I said, I'm probably going to leave them off of nicehash. I do like nicehash every once in a while because I like to get Bitcoin for what I pay, for what I mine, every once in a while, just to diversify a little bit. So I might put my test bench back on nicehash. I'm not sure. I'll make a game time decision later on. But for now, we got both on Ethermine. Now, let me log into Ethermine now, and we'll check and make sure that they are being registered on there. Now with Ethermine, sometimes it takes a few minutes, so let's check it out. So as you can see, it's still, I mean, I just booted them, so it's saying no active workers right now. But we'll wait. It might take 10 minutes for them to show up. 2Miners is more instant from what I've experienced. Like, you see stuff more, I don't want to say real time, but their updates are a lot better. Maybe I'll turn auto update on, and every 60 seconds it'll refresh, and then we'll see my rigs mining. I just want to make sure that they're getting picked up and they're actually on this network. As you can see, I've been on here before. I have about $13 US that's unpaid right now. I actually didn't even realize that until I started setting this up, because I took them off and put them on nicehash. So it'll be nice to mine a little bit more on there and get that payout. So let's see here. My other rigs, they're on Hive OS, and currently I have them on Hive's pool. So I don't have to pay per rig or percentage to Hive for using it. So I don't think I'm going to move those over to Ethermine, just my Windows rigs. But that's still about 210 megahash a second that's going to be getting moved over. So it should help out a little bit. I know that people are saying every little bit counts. But I do have like 600 megahash a second on Hive that I don't want to move over, because then I'll have to start paying for those rigs. And I really don't want to deposit money right now onto it. Now, if I had 8 or 9 rigs, I'd just have them all straight Hive OS and just pay. And in that case, I'd be on the Ethermine pool anyway. Before I switched and was using nicehash and switched to Hive OS, I was using the Ethermine pool. So I'm no stranger to their pool, and I really do enjoy and like their pool. So I do plan on sticking with it. And I know there's a lot around theirs, and like the MEV fees and stuff like that, and that they're implementing. I never made a video on that, since I haven't made one on 1559. I haven't made one on MEV fees. I like to see this stuff get implemented first and see what it's actually going to do, because right now a lot of people say different things and whether it's going to be good or bad. So we'll just wait. But let's just wait for this to update and refresh, and I'll show you guys my rigs currently on Hive or on Ethermine's network. Here we go. Finally picked up my PCs. Picked up my test bench down here, and my prime time's my 3060 2x3060 rig. I called it prime time just because of the motherboard I put in it. I do name them sometimes. I'm not going pretty much on the current hash rate, because it has to go for a little while for this to really start settling in. But you can see I'm getting 124 megahash a second on my test bench, and 93 megahash reported on my 3060 rig. So it's reporting a total of 217, almost 218 megahash a second. Now, when I turn the fan on and cards get a little bit cooler, that might go up slightly, but not too much. My 3080 ranges anywhere between 98 to 99 megahash a second. There was one instance where it did hit 100 megahash a second, but that's very rare. It's not happening too much, but that's pretty much it on Ethermine. I went to ethermine.org, and you can see I put my you just put your wallet address in, and you can look at what it's doing. Now this is good if you're on Windows, you don't want to remote into your rig. You can check ethermine.org, and I usually leave this open on a tab on my phone and check it. And you can tell if a rig went offline, usually within 10 minutes of it. So you can just tell, and if you know you need to try and remote in. Or one thing one miner did that was pretty smart was put his rig on a Wi-Fi switch so that he could actually shut the Wi-Fi switch off remotely from his phone and then turn it back on, so that when the rig regained power, it would automatically turn itself back on. There are instances where you need to do a hard reboot on a mining rig just to get it to back up and mining. I don't have that on any of mine because my rig's on Hive in my basement on a 240 volt power strip, so I don't have any adapters that can go onto that. And I just don't have any spare ones lying around that I can put my test bench and my 2x3060 rig on. Plus, I also plan on moving my 2x3060 into my basement where my other mining rigs are. And in the summertime, now it's starting to get warmer, I may even move my test bench down there just to keep it a little bit cooler. But we'll see. But, thanks for checking this video out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys plan on switching over to Ethermine for the 51 hours, or if you just plan on staying where you're at. Either way, doesn't matter. I mean, I know a lot of miners plan on switching over just for the 51 hours on April 1st. So, let me know in the comments below if you plan on doing it. If you don't plan on doing it, if you're not doing it, what pools you're mining on, if you like them, what you like about them, what pools you may recommend, what miners you guys use. I know I'm on Phoenix right now. But like I said, I might possibly switch to T-Rex. I'm not sure yet. I know it's better for NVIDIA cards, especially the 30 series cards. But, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.